Well, since it was first created in 1974, the food pyramid has become an international reference for healthy eating. Although it varies around the world, it aims to teach people the basics of nutrition.
But these guidelines have changed a lot in the past 50 years and the pyramid doesn't quite look like it used to. So what's the updated advice and how can you incorporate it into your everyday life?
To tell us more, Sunrise nutritionist Sarah Di Lorenzo has more.
Hi guys. Good
Tell
morning.
us what the pyramid originally said.
Okay, so when we first, in Australia, we first saw the food pyramid in 1980. And it was basically 4 layers, carbohydrates at the bottom, then it was things like fruits, vegetables, then there was our nuts and seeds and protein, then you would see fats, and at the apex at the top you would see sugar. And it was that whole concept of eat more of this and less of that. But we've seen it evolve in 1986, 1999, 2004, 2007, 2015 and today.
So the pyramid's turned into more of a pie.
The pyramid
but we're not allowed to eat pie, though.
Right.
Is that right?
No, we're not allowed. But we eat, the concept is completely different, not more or less, but making sure we're eating from all of our food groups. So that's what they're trying to aim to get people to do. So, for example, you look at it like this over the course of a day. Ideally, you want to be getting about 6 serves a day of your complex carbohydrates, good quality. What you will see on the pie is there is nothing refined. So you won't see any like white bread and that kind of thing with a push towards whole grains, whole meal. Then you'll see here, and this, when I say 6 serves, I'm talking about the average person. Everyone's needs and requirements could be very different based on age, gender, etc., level of exercise. So when we look over here, we just see things like fruit with vegetables primarily. So you want to be aiming for around 6 serves of vegetables. With fruit, you see the piece of the pie a bit smaller, ideally like 2 to 3 pieces a day, making sure dairy plays a role, so 2 to 3 serves of dairy, and then our protein here, including plant-based protein, but ideally, we're looking at having like 3 serves a day. So that's the whole concept, just to eat from all food groups.
Just quickly, serves, like how much is that?
Yeah, that's interesting because people get a bit skewed with that. So when it comes to a serving size of bread is like 1 slice. Then when you're looking at things like oats, it's actually half a cup. So it's half a cup cooked, half a cup of rice. A potato, which is considered a carbohydrate, which has high in carbohydrate, it's actually half. So a serving size is half a cup.
Very small.
Yeah, so if you're having a sandwich for lunch, 2 slices of bread, that's 2 serves of your carbohydrate.
So would you say a small handful generally, like
well,
kind
I
of
always
covers
say,
it?
a cupped handful. If you were to estimate that, would be a serving size of carbohydrate.
Okay, that gives us an idea. So what have you taken off the pyramid?
So what we've taken off, and this is what's first of all to have, and this, I mean, fats play a really important role, like our oils. And they've been taken off to the side because they're in small amounts. But also what they've taken off, historically there was sugar at the top, as I mentioned. What they've now taken off is all these kind of sometimes, every now and again, you know, all the junk food, processed food, alcohol, soft drinks. It's realistic, and at the end of the day, look, people understand that, you know, people will have those occasionally, but ideally they don't play a role in our nutrition, adequate nutrition and optimal health and wellness. What else you'll see on the food pyramids is they've got an inclusion of water, just to make sure that people remember to drink their water, and that's kind of what, you know, a day on a plate would look like if you were to get that and put your day incorporate it into that.
That's good. Is that chicken?
That's a bit of chicken, some shredded chicken. I mean, it's fascinating.
Is that a lot, like you were saying before, is that a lot of protein when you look at the slice of pie compared to everything else?
So at the end of the day, what you're looking at is ideally having 3 serves a day of protein. So if you look at it, it would be, I always say, these are all just different choices of proteins you can have. So what I always say to people, look at your own palm to know your own protein requirement.
Gotcha.
So 2 eggs for breakfast, then you would be looking at that chicken there, you'd be looking at sort of putting it on your palm. So they're just different options as well.
Can you load your palm up like that?
Stack it up. Like a Big Mac. No. Can you put a Big Mac? No. Just really quickly, is this the total amount of fruit and veg servings for the day? Is that all you need?
No, not for the day, for the serve.
One serve. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so it is.
No, it's
there
good.
we have it.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah,
it is fascinating. It's so fascinating.
Remember it at school?
And it's absolutely,
It's a great education.
I remember the footy franks from school.
But also everything's evolved. The different types of fruits and veggies that we have, the kale that we have, all of that.
I love it. It's just, it's great information.
And you can find more information, of course, over on the Sunrise website. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.